Well, this is more of a general question then, but do songs change a lot from your initial ideas to if you listen to it now on the record?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the demo stages are usually, I would say demos are usually about 95%, and then there's that 5% of new ideas, new arrangements, maybe a vocal melody has changed in the chorus. So sometimes you never capture the original demo vibe, but the goal is to always, of course, keep that original spark that you had in the beginning and make it better. At the end of the day, you want to make it better than the demo.
And this is the second time you had Tommy on the record singing. Was it easier now that he's kind of settled in? Or was it already that way?
It was kind of that way already, honestly, but I think him touring with us over the last 2 years, now we know each other better, maybe he feels more open to suggesting things, makes it a lot funner for everybody, you know. And at the end, you get a record that everybody that's involved with the writing feels, you know, a part of.
And do you notice his influence then, also with the previous album, but especially with this one? Do you notice kind of the dynamic of the band changing a bit because of his addition?
I don't know about the dynamic of the band, but I think the vocals, he stretched out more on this one, you know, putting a little bit more of his personal stamp on it, with some really amazing vocal stuff and unique vocal melodies in some songs, which is really cool.
So is there one song in particular that you kind of noticed his voice?
For example, on Here's to the Fall, when I first heard, I mean, we had the music and then we sent it to Tommy to work on melodies and stuff. And when I first heard the demo of it, I was just like, wow. You know, when fans hear that song, they're gonna just be like floored by not just the actual technique, but the emotion that is conveyed in the words and the performance.
Well, you are a founding member of the band, and you've been through all these different incarnations of the band. So, does it help when Tommy, for instance, does this that kind of impresses you in a way? That it keeps your motor going in a way.
It's great. I mean, I've always said that I like to surround myself with more talented people than me for the band, because I think that's important for the band to grow and to. So everybody in the band has massive strengths in their own right, you know, when it comes to what they do. It's not just one guy and a singer and everybody else just kind of fills a gap. It's everybody has their strengths, and I think that's what makes us a really good team on stage. And why, you know, when we tour a lot, there's never any drama. Everybody on stage is there, and they love it. They love meeting the fans, that kind of thing.
And well, you touched upon this earlier about how the songwriting process was quite collaborative. Does this include the lyrics where you would discuss, because when we started out we talked about kind of the themes of the album.
Yeah.
Would you discuss these?
Yeah, we definitely discuss what songs are going to be about, the whole general direction of the album. But on Haven, Tommy pretty much took over when it came to the lyrics, and I think the lyrics are really, really, really great on Haven. Some really deep, emotional lyrics that I think people are going to get lost in. It's going to be great.
This might be a tough question then, but is there one bit of lyric or something that he wrote that you were really impressed by, even a song title or something?
Well, the first one that I heard was Fallen Star, the first song with vocals and lyrics. That one I really love. I mean, all of them have their own unique kind of strengths. The ballad, Under Gray Skies, which features Troy from Nightwish and Charlotte from Delane. Right. Awesome lyrics, and the melody the chorus is super uplifting, you know. So I can brag about it because I know that I wasn't the one that wrote it, so it's easy for me to. I didn't write the melodies for it, so Yeah, so those are good examples, I think, of how he's been able to step in and really be an integral part in the band.
And well, you mentioned the word uplifting, and then this is kind of, if you listen to the record, it is about a dystopian future, but then there's also a positive tone in a way.
Yeah.
So was it important for you to not be too pessimistic about everything?
Definitely, yeah. I think you have to kind of show that dark side to look at maybe there's hope in a sense. Like within the theme of the album, that's really what we want to do. You know, this sort of, there's a song called Beautiful Apocalypse, and that is a nice kind of definition, I think, for the record. I mean, there's like uplifting, beautiful melodies, and there's heavy stuff that is angry, aggressive, and those contrasts work really good together.
And finally, then, the title is Haven. So when in the process was this title picked?
We had a couple of titles, and Haven was the one that kept standing out. And I remember as a kid, you know, I had this period in my life that was really kind of not so cool, you know, and I kind of got lost in a couple of records they were kind of my haven, you know.
Right.
And if any fans, you know, if this can be something for them, whether it's a stressful day at school or maybe it's an intense day at work, whatever, they can come home and listen to the record, and if they can kind of escape that stress, then that's great. That says a lot for me to have the record, because that was something that happened for me that I got lost in.
What were these records? Some of these records?
I remember one of them was like Diary of a Madman, believe it or not. I was a young kid, and I think it was Scorpions' Blackout maybe or something. But I remember just listening to those over and over, and just getting through, you know, one period to another, and it was a tough period, but you know, it was also a learning experience.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.